In my last video, I reviewed affordable 3D cameras you can buy to create spatial content for VR video platforms. However, shooting video for spatial 3D is only half the battle. If you don't check your stereoscopic alignment, scale, and depth through your headset before you edit, you might be creating a headache for your viewers. Your PC monitor is great for checking image sharpness, but remember, you can't judge scale and depth until you see it with your headset. Use this PC workflow to remove the bad shots by using your Meta Quest to ensure the 3D depth feels natural. As someone who has spent plenty of time out in the field getting footage for my videos, I usually come back from video shoots with dozens of files. Not all of them are going to be of the same quality, so I need to review them to see what looks good and what doesn't. Reviewing the footage also gives me a better idea of how to edit the video, what kind of script should go with it, and what additional footage might be needed to finish the video. To begin the review, I put all of my rough footage into a single folder on my hard drive. How to get the footage files varies from your camera to your PC will vary for each camera and device. So look through the user guide of your camera to see how to do this. If possible, use a direct USB connection between your camera and PC to transfer your files. Doing it through Wi-Fi will crush the file's bitrate. You will need a VR video player app to preview your spatial 3D footage on your headset. I use the Playa app to preview the footage because it gives me an accurate look at how the footage will appear inside of other headsets. The menus in Playa allow me to easily navigate through my hard drive to find where I've stored my footage. There are other VR video players available on the Meta Store and Steam, such as Skybox, so they will probably work just as well to preview spatial footage. When you open the spatial video file, you'll see two similar images placed side by side. These are the video windows for your left and right eye. Your player needs to be set to flat and side by side, or SBS, to merge them into a single stereoscopic video window. The best kind of spatial 3D footage will have good lighting and consistent stability. Footage that has too much light or not enough light shouldn't be in your video, as well as footage that is shaky and with poor alignment. Shaky footage with bad lighting will give your audience a bad headache, not a pleasant video experience. After reviewing the footage, either put the footage you won't use into another folder or delete it to free up room on your hard drive. Of the footage remaining, rename the files to something close to the title of your project. If you have an idea of what sequence the footage should follow in your edit, number the files accordingly so you'll know which order to arrange them in when editing them together. For example, here's a folder I put together for a 3D video of a 2024 Chinese New Year dragon display at the MGM National Harbor Hotel and Casino. I named the files according to their topic, MGM Dragons 24. I also numbered them according to the order in which I wanted to assemble the files in my video. Now that you have the footage you want, you're ready to edit together your spatial 3D video. Stay tuned for my next video where I'll go over how to use low-cost video editing software for spatial 3D video. You'd be surprised how well standard video editors can be used to make spatial 3D content for VR. Feel free to share in the comments below how you prepare your footage for spatial 3D video editing, and subscribe to this channel for more 3D and VR tech reviews and content creation tips.